Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, the San Diego Surf continue the 2023 season. We might see this thing come to an end today. We have a 20-28 record, nothing too impressive, but we're only a couple games out of the 8th seed, which would be a major milestone and achievement for this series. I don't know if we'll get closer to that today. We do have some key injuries on the team. We're still waiting for Neil Hope to become fully healthy and return, and we're also without Jonah Bolden, maybe our 6th man on this team. He's one of our better players off the bench and a good spot starter. His season's over. We have a few guys on this team that can really score with Daniels, Hope, and Rodney Kane, but it just has not been enough to get this team to the postseason yet. If we check the power rankings, we are still ranked toward the bottom, but we've actually risen up to 21st. With these injuries, it looks like Wenli Lamb is going to get some playing time now off the bench with Jamal Cole as a starter, and so many teams have tried to trade for Cole, maybe with some starting opportunities. We'll see exactly what they were hoping to get in a trade, but I haven't traded him because there are some good skills for him, and I'd like to see if we can develop him a little bit. I'm not expecting us to do a lot of winning while Neil Hope is still recovering, but he could be back by our next game even. He's only day-to-day. Trade offer now, and they want Morris. We'll decline that deal and lose to the Mavericks. Another team wants Monty Morris. No thanks. Thank you. Neil Hope is back, and hopefully we can get back to winning, because we were doing so much winning before. Jamal Cole's on a hot streak, it's telling me, so he's been playing in the low 20s, it looks like, in terms of minutes on average. Decent bit of scoring here, grabbing some rebounds, 5 assists in this game, a couple steals. Looks like overall the shooting percentage is okay. Wenli Lamb got to play maybe the first minutes all season for him, or the most minutes anyway. He got in for a couple minutes earlier in the year. But in these 41 minutes, 10 combined points, 6 combined rebounds, 7 assists, got 5 steals. They're still trying to get Jamal Cole. It's not happening. Here are the All-Stars for this year. We have Lonzo Ball as a one-time All-Star, Julian Sparks, one of the only players that's actually been drafted in this series. That's 3 straight victories with Neil Hope back, so that's a little positive momentum here going into the All-Star break. We get 38 in this one from Casey Daniels, 15, 10, nearly a triple-double for Neil Hope. And I guess now at the trade deadline, we have to decide if we're doing anything this year. We only have 1 second-round pick this year, and no first, obviously, so it wouldn't be bad to go and try to get at least another pick, but I wouldn't say it's super important. I decided not to make any trades this year. Jonas Valanciunas has a no-trade clause, and I don't think that there's really anybody I wanted to trade right now, but losing 3 games in a row here doesn't help. Casey Daniels is now going to miss 1 to 2 weeks, so expect us to lose a lot more games. Actually, with the All-Star break, Casey ended up only missing 1 actual game, so we're probably going to finish out the season today. I'll play something, but I think now we've lost 6 games in a row or something. It's just not going well. Wow, 150 to 92. What happened here? The Suns all over us here. 35 points for Devin Booker. Sparks, 26. Nearly a triple-double for him. Ayton had 24. Man, this team is just not getting any better right now. By the way, there was 1 box score that was requested for me to check out back on December 25th. Against the Bulls, we put up 143 points, and here is how we did it. Neil Hope led the way with 34, hitting 5 3-point shots. Casey had 27. Look at our 3-point shooting in this game. 5 of 7, 4 of 8, 3 of 5, 4 of 4. That's how you rack up all those points. Ruptured right Achilles. Monty Morris is now out for the season. Another injury now to Wenli Lamb. We sure suffer a lot of injuries on this team. 122 to 77. Somehow we beat the Lakers in a very low-scoring game. And then against Frederick Wilcox and Washington, we're able to score a victory. Let's take a look at this one. Wilcox only 5 points against us. So he hasn't had too much success in the games he's played against his former team. 26 in this one from Valanciunas. Now we decide to go on a winning streak. All right, that's 4 in a row, ended by the Cavs. I guess we're going to have a decent end of the month as we get another winning streak here toward the end. We're going to get into this matchup against the Force, the last game of our season. And how about that? Another 4-game winning streak. That brings our record to 35 and 46. And as far as the postseason goes, don't even think about it. We're 5.5 games out. Neil Hope might win Rookie of the Year, though. He is the highest scoring rookie in the league, so I guess we have that positive. As far as other stats go, let's take a look. As Casey is the leading scorer, Neil Hope almost closing the gap at 18.5 per game. 5.6 rebounds a game, 4.4 assists for Hope. Really enjoyed the games I've played with him so far, but we've got to get a team around him now that can actually compete. I do wonder, though, how this season could have gone if I didn't wreck the situation with Colin Sexton, but I think this offseason I'll probably do better. Maybe. Alexi Edwin, has he done enough this year to maybe be a key player on the team a year from now? Valanciunas, his contract's going to end. I'm not planning on bringing him back. I guess it could happen. But is Edwin starting caliber? He does have some offensive skills that I like. He has 93 shot close. And overall, I think he's pretty fun to play with on offense, but is the defense going to be good enough? His rebounding is a little below average, so is his box out well below average. At the very least, he's a nice bench center. If you want to see the per 36, here you go. Actually, a lot of scoring here per game from Lyle Murray, who was one of our draft picks from a year ago. Very good three-point shooter, and might grow into a decent role on this team in the future, perhaps replacing someone like Monty Morris next year. Let's see some of those game logs. Not playing much, but when he did play, not getting many minutes, but getting some points in there. Here's the season finale. The Force are a force again this year. 55 victories on the season. Unfortunately, we have not had anywhere near as much success as the other expansion team from the series. But that's okay. This season is almost complete, and then we'll be on to next year very shortly. Hopefully I can do a bit better in this coming off season. I am willing to make some RFA offers, and I'm guessing we're going to have a lot of cap space. And I still need to make a decision on what to do regarding Casey and his situation. He'll be a free agent. I'd love to bring him back. He'll be unrestricted, I believe, this time around. And then, obviously, we have Hope. We still have Kane for another season under contract. And that's blocked right back to Flanders. And now stolen. Up the floor now, and there's no stopping Neil Hope from scoring the first points of the day. Klay Thompson is still the face of the Pittsburgh Force. They made a pretty good move in their first offseason. Me, not so much. I was busy paying some of the most expensive players from the expansion draft, and it just was not a good idea. That's all right. I think that I've learned a lot from doing this, and I've had a really good time playing it. There we go. A quick three from Norman Powell. Wasn't expecting him to get wide open. But there's an assist, a block, a couple points already for Neil Hope in the last game of his rookie season. Surprised Klay didn't take the shot there. I didn't know where to go. Oh yeah, I guess I'm using the CPU built rotation here, and I don't know, every time they rebuild it themselves, they're always like putting Casey on the bench and then putting Rodney Kane on the bench. I don't know. It's really odd what they decide to do, but what can you do? I gotta just take a shot here. Not gonna work out for us. I'm still trying to figure out, you know, I don't really know much about how to use the dribble moves effectively. I now know a lot of the controls. It's just using them properly What was that? I don't know what Valanciunas was thinking there. I think right now, like, the one dribble move I like to use to my advantage that I feel comfortable with is, you know, the crossover combined with the pick and roll, which I don't always set up properly. But overall, I'm hoping that, what, offensive 3 seconds. So I guess Casey's coming off the bench in this game then. Not sure why they would ever want that. Jamal Cole's left alone and misses the 3. I know he's not a great three-point shooter, but it worked one time, and the first time I ever attempted it. Forced now, pull ahead by 3. Cole sets the pick, and now he's going to shoot a deep 2 for us, and that is buried. Jamal Cole with his first points of the day. Now Thompson against Powell, a little spin move, and almost got it against Neil Hope. Now we're going the other way. Go up or not? I thought that would work. Oh well, Chris Flanders now actually starting for the Force, and how about that maneuver? Did not work out. Let's keep the pace going here. Jamal Cole to Neil Hope, and we take the lead. Delly's left open now. Why not take the 3? That's not going to fall. Pittsburgh the other way. Flanders fouled by Jamal Cole. Let's let Neil Hope run the show for a little bit. This is his team now. He's the face of the San Diego Surf. Oh, almost a turnover. That's okay. I can't run through 2 defenders. Can try it with a running back, not a power forward. All right, Norman Powell. What are we doing here over Clay? Drawing a foul, that's what, and 1. And the perfect release. Norman Powell with half our points so far, like we all imagined would happen. Oh, thank you, Norman Powell. He's going to have to give this one up to Hope. Let's go. Wait a minute. Outside of Hope and Powell, who's even scored? I think Cole. Yeah, he had the mid-range 2. All right. I do a great job of spreading the ball around and make sure everybody gets some opportunities, obviously. It was Valanciunas last episode getting all the early opportunity. And now it is Thompson, and that's not going to go. They haven't, like, taken a single jump shot yet to my memory. Oh, come on! The one Powell hit was much tougher. All right, Hope. There's 1. And now we're going to go 2 for 2. Neil Hope. Come on! Every single time. Right now, Powell's heating up. I've never seen this happen before, so we've got to take full advantage of that. Norman Powell versus Klay Thompson. Almost losing the ball here. I'm trying to use the moves and try to put those tutorials to use. Powell, no. Lightly contested. I wonder how many of those lightly contested shots I should be taking. Hey, Casey's in now off the bench. So at least our second team gameplay could be fun. Oh, foul? Really? I guess so. I like Casey's size up. It's like a 10-second animation. It's kind of entertaining. I'm not really sure how this is supposed to be used, but it looks cool. Here's Casey with a 2. Oh, Edwin's there. And, okay, I thought we'd score. Rodney Kane's even coming off the bench. I don't like these CPU rotations at all. But I guess we managed to do well without 2 of our starters so far. And we won a lot of simulated games with the CPU lineup. There's a 2 as the Force have the 3-point lead. 10 already from Flanders. By the way, Sparks is set to be a free agent after this year. I'm imagining he'd be unrestricted because he comes from the same draft as Casey Daniels. So maybe we can make a play at Julian Sparks. That'd be pretty fun. Here's Rodney Kane. I don't know what I'm doing there, but I got open. Didn't matter. How about that shot from Casey Daniels? I wasn't expecting Edwin to come set that screen, but it worked out for us. I have been practicing a bit more, watching some tutorials. How come when I try some of these moves it doesn't work out like in the videos, though? I guess I've just got to practice a bit more. Kane now to the basket. 2 for 2, please. Come on. It's a joke at this time. My release is not that bad. I've gotten better. 2-point game made a 5-point game thanks to the 3 in the corner from Jackson. I'm actually playing some defense on this possession, and Casey just picked up a block. All right, that's pretty cool. How about that move right there? Come on, Alexi. I guess it was my fault. I had a late release on that. Over to Korkmaz in the corner. All right. We open up Powell again for a corner 3, and he knocks it down. Green light. Do I already have a bunch of green releases in this episode? All right. I guess that's getting a little bit better. Got 9 points with Norman Powell. Must be doing something okay. Down to Jackson. Oh, good elevation to make it a 7-point game. All right, so we exit down 7, and we'll get into the second half and probably play out some of the fourth quarter, maybe get some backups out there. It's a 13-point game. We'll see what we can make happen. Let's see, Neil Hope, 9 points on the day. Not bad. Hope with the left hand. No. 6:40 left to go. Force the other way. Clay down low. Middleton. I forgot he was even on this team. We didn't even see him really do anything earlier. Deli over to Daniels and a reach. How about that by Casey? Contested. That's a 3. I thought his foot was on the line. I'll take it though. 12-point game. And now Clay. Haven't seen him attempt a 3 all day. Instead, a turnaround mid-range 2. Yeah, I try doing different dribble moves, but I don't understand them like well enough to know what to use in what situations. Obviously, you want to do simple things like using defenders' momentum against them and, you know, trying to get them guessing one way and you were able to go the other. But it seems I use moves and the defender just sits there and watches me and is still like 4 inches from the ball and I didn't actually make any progress. So, I don't know. Sometimes I have a decent feel for it, or I think I do, and then I get into a game and I'm like, no, I'm just as lost as I ever was. Hope. Thank you. Ooh, nice pass from Middleton. And the Force get another basket. Back up by 12. We opened it up again for Jamal Cole. And he knocks it down. 13 points now for Cole. Maybe we can raise this three-point ability a little bit. Gotta get some stops here if we're to make this interesting. Down to 4 minutes to go. I like to practice some more transition offense, but that requires them to miss some shots. Middleton, time running out, gets the shot off, and comes up empty. But see, their defense is already in position, so it's hard to get a whole lot accomplished. Here's Hope, and it's a single-digit game. Powell's getting tired. Maybe we can get Murray in for the last few minutes. Haven't seen him yet today. Good shot by Clay. Neil Hope with the spin. Almost lost the ball here. Oh, gotta get back to him now. Hope out of gas. This is not good. And Hope. Oh, wow. Under 3 to play. Flanders now from deep. There we go, Casey. Let's go down low here. Valanciunas in the paint. Not happening. Oh, man. I feel like I'm regressing at the game. That's going to do it for this season, everybody. Rodney Kane finishes with a 22-point day, Norman Powell, 17. Did a pretty good job in the first quarter. Casey, 14. Just 13 here for Neil Hope in 32 minutes. Overall, I feel that at least we have Neil Hope, and that gives us a shot to build a winner around him. But I've got to figure out this offseason and how to bring in some good talent. Luka is the MVP this year. All right. And here are the all-NBA first-team players. Second team, third team, Sparks is up there. Defense. And then for all-rookie, of course Neil Hope is going to be there. He's probably Rookie of the Year if I had to guess. Well, Hope was Rookie of the Month 4 times this year, so I'd say he has a good chance. I'm not sure where they put the Rookie of the Year stuff. Oh, there it is. Neil Hope is indeed Rookie of the Year. We did one thing right this year. And now let's simulate these playoffs. The Lakers and Celtics were the 1 seeds. Pittsburgh a 2. And Golden State is back playing well once again. We have Denver with the upset of Los Angeles. Both 1 seeds go out in the first round. We still have the 2 seeds and the 3 seeds, and now the 8 seeds. And Indiana moves on to the conference finals. The Nuggets are also there. So 2 8 seeds, a 2 and a 3. The Nuggets almost swept Houston. They do win in 7. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Thank you, Denver. Frederick Wilcox does not win a ring before us. The Denver Nuggets are the champs, and Jokic is the finals MVP. So that wraps up this season in 2023. I'll be back for more here very shortly. We'll have an off season. We'll see how much of this team is able to stick together. We'll see if I can handle adding some quality players to the team. Hopefully there are some unrestricted free agents we can negotiate with and get deals done. But there's still obviously a long way to go with this team, and I'm just hoping we can make some progress beyond just adding Neil Hope. I want to see some wins next year. I really want to get this team going. You guys have been patient, and I want to deliver. So that is going to wrap up this episode, everybody. The off season will be coming your way next time, and I can't wait to see what we're able to do. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below what you think the Surf need in this coming off season to turn it around. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.